SoFi begins trading this morning after its SPAC merger earlier this year, backed by Chamath Palihapitiya. Company's valued at nearly $9 billion.
Hello. Back in January 2021, the SPAC man, Chamath Palihapitiya, announced his fourth SPAC merger, IPOE, was to merge with SoFi. The SPAC jumped close to 60% on the day, which meant one thing and one thing only. There was a huge appetite for this company's stock moving forwards.
I'm having fish tonight! Remember the steps, man!
It closed the day at $19, but continued trending up until it hit its all-time intraday high of $28 on the 1st of February. The stock gradually declined, but aggressively ran back up towards the merger date on the 28th of May and continued running up close to $25 before the stock sold off big. Today, it's trading back down at $15. Why is that? What is the upside I see in SoFi? And is this a squeeze play moving forwards? Stay tuned for this and more. Keep it simple. I am not a financial advisor. I am just a simple trader looking for WPG situations. Yes, explosive exponential potential growth. So please note, this is all for entertainment only. No more plugging. Let's start drilling. As social capital Hida Sophia V puts it, SoFi are a next generation financial services platform. What does that mean? Well,
yeah, a lot of the things that I do is try to look back at some of the best investments we've made, like Amazon and Tesla, and try to find patterns. And in this, what I was trying to do was map those patterns into financial services, just because we're at a point in time where it's clear that the banking infrastructure really isn't meeting the needs of US consumers.
Think financial and think what financial services an ordinary person needs, and guess what? SoFi has an answer. They offer online banking under SoFi Money, credit cards, personal finance solutions and tracking under SoFi Relay, investing services, student loan refinancing, personal loans and mortgages, student loans, all things insurance under SoFi Protect, employer platform under SoFi Work, and small business financing. The amount of financial solutions they offer is staggering and even mind-boggling for one single company.
You look under the hood of the best companies and the best CEOs, they do the following things. The first thing is, when you get a good product, you don't sit on your heels. You double down and you invest really aggressively to use technology to drive down the cost. And then what you do is you deliver those savings onto consumers. Then you launch many more products on top of the same platform. And the most important thing you have to do for people is to democratize access to a key resource. That's what Amazon has done. That's what SoFi is doing. Because the problem that banks have right now is after the great financial crisis, what they've done is they make money with hidden fees, with exorbitant fees. They have very restrictive lending practices. Ask anybody who's a middle-income person or a minority or a woman. It's incredibly hard to get access to the money you need to fulfill your dreams. And SoFi has fixed all these things, which is why I think it's such an incredible business.
When we take a look at the numbers in the Q1 2021 earnings, there's no two ways about it. These numbers are explosive. They have managed to grow the members, or simply the users of SoFi, every single quarter since 2019. And what's more, the year-over-year growth has increased in every single quarter. To make it even more unbelievable, in Q1 2021, they grew over 110% year over year. Those are just unreal metrics, but it doesn't end there. Total products follows the same trend, and get this, in Q1 2021 they had a 121% year over year growth. That's huge, but not as huge as the 273% year over year growth in their financial services products.
What would your mama say?
Oh me, oh my. Add in the mix, their Galileo accounts grew 130% year over year, which is what I believe to be the biggest growth. Then, holy smokes, they even beat their own 2020 guidance in their projected adjusted EBITDA. According to Yahoo Finance and several other sites which verify the same information, we need to know that although total shares outstanding is close to 800 million, simply due to the fact that SoFi was a SPAC merger, a lot of the shares outstanding were locked up by the original shareholders of SoFi, the PIPE investors and the IPOE sponsor shares. As we can see, the actual free float is 56.45 million shares, but guess what? 25.21 million shares, as recorded on 29th of June, are short, meaning the stock has a 44.6% short on current free float. With such a tiny float and such a high percentage short, this stock could well be primed for being the next squeeze target. Remember, Chamath Palihapitiya jumped on GME squeeze back in January. We should also take note that IPOC or Clover Health after the merger was also a big target for the shorts, and it was shorted to Kingdom Come. What happened? On the 8th and 9th of June, the squeeze took place and the Clove stock went to the moon. I'm not saying that SoFi will do the same, but for me, having done my own DD on Clove and SoFi, I can say I will gladly leave my money in SoFi for 1 to 3 years, even if a squeeze does not happen in the short term. There just seems to be something about the companies that Chamath takes public via his SPACs. I don't know why, but there seems to be a trend of short sellers jumping on these. And do we even need to mention Virgin Galactic, which went public via IPOA? We should take note of the FTD's failure to deliver, which is absolutely through the roof. Since June 18th, the FTDs have been reported to be in the millions. This is absolutely absurd and is more than the reported numbers for meme stock AMC. Think about that. It all points to me the thesis for an incoming violent squeeze, possibly for SoFi. When we consider the actual free float being so small, it is kind of inevitable, right? Q2 earnings are confirmed to take place on August the 12th. That leaves us less than 1 month from now. I believe if the stock doesn't trend up big by then, with positive earnings, this stock could soar. And I mean soar. I believe it could be so aggressive that we could get close to the all-time highs, and anywhere around $25 is a possibility. I see SoFi hitting $30 by the end of this year based on my own calculations. As a loyal customer of SoFi, I will be taking a position in the stock to become a shareholder, but for me this will be a semi-long-term stronghold. What does that mean? That means, barring a major squeeze, I will likely be holding this stock to the moon, one way or another. A similar play that after some serious DD I passed on was Futu. When I first looked into Futu, it was trading around $38 back in December. It then went all the way to Pluto and hit $200. Unfortunately, I did not purchase my flight tickets. Why am I mentioning Futu? Well, in SoFi, I see a lot of similarities, as I am also a customer of Futu. Futu is a focused trading platform similar to SoFi. However, SoFi, of course, has a whole plethora encyclopedia of financial services at hand. If SoFi has anywhere near the potential of Futu, which I believe it does, and then some, then oh me oh my.
Curry, way down to
After running the numbers, I easily see SoFi being a 10x stock over 1 to 3 years. SoFi's journey has been unmatched in my deep drill. From their roots in student loans refinancing, they have transformed themselves into a true behemoth of a multifaceted and innovative fintech company to provide that one-stop shop.
Quite simply, we're the only one-stop shop to do all of your financial services needs on one platform. Others talk about adding other products and diversifying, but only SoFi has done it. SoFi is the only place you can take out 4 different types of loans. It's the only place you can invest on a mobile app in single stocks without commissions, fractional share, robo-advisory accounts, ETFs, 5 of our own ETFs, as well as cryptocurrency. Also a credit card. And in addition to that, SoFi Money, which allows you to spend, pay, and save any way that you want. And so many people have talked about broadening the product and broadening the suite of products, but only SoFi has done it on one mobile platform. If you wanted to invest in both cryptocurrency and single stocks and robo, you'd have to use at least 2 other apps if you didn't choose SoFi. And so we're very unique in that we are the only one-stop shop. We charge no fees on our loans. In addition to that, we charge no fees or overdraft fees as it relates to SoFi Money. We get your paycheck to you 2 days early. So each product is meant to be built best in class on its own. And after you use that product and we build trust with you, you'll choose your second product from us. And uniquely, not only are we a one-stop shop, we're making it so that each product works better when you use it with more than one of our products.
To summarize, I believe in SoFi big. The numbers just don't lie, and we could see a strong squeeze and pop to the upside imminently at $16 or $15 a share. This is grossly undervalued in my opinion. All it will take is a few strong market days and a reversal in tech stock sentiment to send this trending up. This has been a short drill, but trust me, I have gone deep, and in the next video on SoFi I will share more of my long-term bullish thesis on why, for me, this is a 10xer without question. Thanks for watching, and do note I am seriously bullish on SoFi long term, so please take this drill with additional precaution and always do your own due diligence. If you are interested in other EPG stocks or any stocks that have EPG that I have in my freedom portfolio, please check out my other videos and consider subscribing to my channel so you can get that little pop-up when a new video is uploaded. I'm just a simple trader. I just try to keep this simple, and will simply see you in the next video.